over. The end of our day should always be a prospecting experience. Look at the sieve of the day. Look at everything that happened, everything you heard, everything you experienced, all the situations you faced, everything that fell before your eyes, everything you saw, everything you heard, and only keep what is precious. We waste a lot of time keeping junk. Throw it away. Don't take to your bed. Don't take to your sleep what was the rubbish of the day. Otherwise, it becomes a noose around your neck. It's amazing how much we slowly kill ourselves when we don't sift out what truly wasn't worth it. Now, if we insist on keeping everything that's worthless, then we truly tie knots in our rope around our neck. And suddenly, when you least expect it, you're ready to die. It's lamentable, but it's true. The wrong choices we make in life represent a rope we're tying around our own necks. I'm seeing with great happiness the recovery of a nephew of mine, whom I love very much, Conrado, a boy who for a long time, a handsome, intelligent, smart boy, chose to tie the rope around his neck. And today, thanks to God, because of eyes that see salvifically, of people who are lending him a new meaning to life, Conrado is having the beautiful experience of judging the segments of rope around his neck, recovering, rehabilitating himself, making peace with life. You can observe, sometimes we get mad at life, and every time we're mad at life, we start creating the possibility of death. That's what happened to your niece, my daughter. Unfortunately, she grew up mad at life. There was a lack of structure, a lack of love, a lack of attention. The home was not what she needed. And at a certain point, any little weakness, any difficulty, she jumps. Why? Because she's not prepared. She suffered too much. She can't stand life's problems anymore, lacks preparation to stay standing. That's why it's so hard to recover a person. Because it's at that moment that the quality of our education, of our structure, comes into play. It's like when I had hepatitis. I remember a phrase from Dr. Antonio very well. I said, "Doctor, what now? What are we going to do?" He said, "Father, now, we don't have to do anything. You have hepatitis, and now we'll see what your body can do with the problem you have." Likewise, when Robinho had cancer, I was so shaken by Robinho's illness that I sought out all the resources I could to see if we could save that boy. And then a friend of mine, who is a doctor, told me very harshly, very bluntly. I said to him, "So, during this recovery period, we'll change his diet, do this, do that." He looked at me and said, "Look, Father, we think all of this will change things. It's true that giving him a better diet will help a little with his recovery, but don't be fooled. It's the past that will determine things now. Everything that this boy ate, everything he experienced with his health, will determine now whether he will recover or not. Yes, my friend, life is like this. One day, it confronts us with the choices we made. And then, because I had the opportunity to get out of that horrible situation, which my hepatitis complicated too much, because I was using terrible medications at that time, highly hepatotoxic, right? Imagine I was taking an anti-inflammatory because I was already feeling joint pain, right? It was already a symptom of hepatitis, but I didn't know it. I thought I had arthritis, osteoarthritis, all that bunch of things. I was taking a highly hepatotoxic medication for over a month when suddenly I found out I had hepatitis. Imagine a liver that was already suffering from hepatitis, still suffering from the wear and tear of heavy anti-inflammatories. The fragility of the body is immense. It can't cope. I almost needed a transplant. So what's the fight? The fight is all about a health process that, thank God, I was going through lately. With discipline in eating, sleeping, working. I was living right, thank God. I got sick at a time when I was living right. And then my body reacted. That's how life is, my friends. Sooner or later, we will be held accountable for what we nurtured within ourselves. We continue tomorrow in the next video. Complete conference links in the description.